Okay, so we are going to talk about Adriana. Adriana Slay's ASMR variety channel. This is BLoves Life sister Bethany is the owner of the channel called BLoves Life, and so this is her supposed half sister, and whether it's her real sister or not, I don't know. Some people speculate that maybe not. I don't know. They don't resemble like Bethany and her brother or whatever, but maybe Bethany looks like her father, and we know that Adriana looks like her mom, you know? So, this was a requested video, and any video that I do for you that you requested, if you want me to give you a shout out about it, I will, but otherwise I'm going to assume that you want to remain anonymous about video suggestions, okay? But if you ever want me to, directly say where I got the idea to do the video, this one is requested. So basically, BLoves Life, we know that channel has grew like, oh my God, it grew very fast and is very successful. And this lady is making a lot of money from YouTube. Lots of money. Because she showed the receipts. If she spend $800 on food, she shows the receipts. She invests in her channel. I think I would personally love to see. Well, this is what I can say. Okay, she may not go out and feed the homeless and all that, but if BLoves Life is taking time to educate up and coming YouTubers and up and coming mukbangers. A mukbanger is someone who sits in front of the camera and eat, okay? That's for you new YouTubers or whatever. That's what a mukbanger is. So the way I see it is if she volunteers her time and do these collabs with other YouTubers and email them back, I feel like she is giving back. Maybe not in the, like I said, traditional way that we ideally would like to see someone who overindulges in food every day. Maybe she's not giving back in that way as far as feeding hungry people. And I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying she's not talking about that or reporting that. And they pretty much, we're dealing with people that pretty much, they let us know what's going on. Sorry for the distraction. I'm just pouring myself a nice chilly cold beverage. But her name is Chardonnay. But yeah. So she may not give back in the way that we or I think personally, mukbangers should feed other people that are less fortunate. That's how I feel. There's no way that you should be making, over $7,000 a month and not feeding someone. You don't have to go to another country to feed anyone homeless or hungry. There are children right here in your city, in your town, that is hungry. And I think mukbangers should, make sure they feed hungry people and have an initiative. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Bethany did something one year. And then again, I can't remember, but Excuse me. So, anyway, her sister, Adriana. Adriana. Ugh. Let's see. How do I put this? All right. I used to watch her, and then it's been like a couple of things regarding the shade that she's thrown that was implied towards her sister Bethany. So whether or not she was really talking about Bethany, if your people in the comment section start dogging your sister out and you start hearting the comments that's dogging your sister out, then I guess that's who you were talking about. If everybody else is saying it and you never said the name, but you are hearting the comments. And so I remember their very first, it wasn't a fallout. Bottom line, I'm not gonna, look, I'm not gonna bull crap you, okay? I'm not gonna bull crap you, okay? I'm not gonna BS you. Adriana is definitely a little envious, I think, of her sister, if that's her half sister indeed, if they have the same father. She's definitely jealous of Bethany. And if you think about it, you know, Bethany has children. Adriana is 3 years older than Bethany, and she doesn't have children. She's 48 years old, no children. Bethany has a husband that worships the ground she walks on. Adriana does not have that. Bethany have 2 sons. They're intelligent. They have promising futures, it appears. Adriana has no children. So if you look at reasons, because some people will say, like she said, she has her edges. This was on a recent video that she made, and she says that she has her edges. So therefore, you know, I guess that's what makes her, and I guess she's saying, implying that BLoves does not have her edges. That's not what I saw on BLoves. And let me tell you this. I am not taking sides, but when I tell you, I am not defending BLoves, because if anybody works my nerves, it's her. However, I'm just going to keep it real. And Adriana, I think it's called Zari's World. I'm trying to think if that's the name of the channel. But I saw this lady, and she's been on Adriana's track, okay? She makes videos about Adriana. And anywho, so check her out. If you want to know more about Adriana. Adriana is like a OG. She used to, you know, get into a lot of mischief that landed her in prison, and it was some raw crimes that she did, and she's very transparent with her life story. And I would wish and I would hope that she finds success, but I do believe that green eye monster called envy, I do believe that plagues her. I do. And BLoves, I have my own scrutiny for BLoves as far as her channel and her creativity, but apparently Adriana said something about creativity and she just threw a whole lot of shade at Bethany. And like I said, she never said her name. She said my sister one time. And that's the only sister she has that we know of that's doing YouTube. But still, either way it goes, let me tell you something. There's a personal moment here. Let me have a transparent moment with you. I, you know, have biological siblings as well. And, you know what? I let them live. I don't bother them. I don't disturb them. I can't get jealous or envious because I don't know what they're doing because I don't be studying them. I don't pay them no mind like that. So if you find yourself getting jealous or envious of somebody, the solution is to stop keeping up with them. Stop watching them. Leave them alone. And then out of sight, out of mind. That's how that go. But with Adriana, she has displayed jealousy is all I'm saying. Bethany gave this, she put this girl on. I'm not saying she put her on the YouTube, but when we didn't never know she had a channel until Bethany said, hey, go check out my sister's channel. And so we ran on over to Adriana's channel, and man, like I said, it was the humility did not last very long, and the jealousy started coming shortly after, and I think she feels like she's putting in a lot of work and her work is not paying off. That's how this YouTube thing go. Some people, it took them 3-4 years. Bethany looked up. She hit a genre that was trending at the right time, and she found her niche, mukbanging, eating in front of a camera. And then people live vicariously through her. There's people that say, hey, I don't even like seafood, but I watch her seafood boils and man, it makes me want some seafood. Or people will say, hey, I have this procedure, this medical procedure that does not allow me to eat like I want to eat. So, but when I watch your channel, I eat vicariously through you because I can't eat it for real. So I guess they have some type of purpose other than entertainment. For me, I take it as strictly entertainment. I don't think overindulging on food in front of a camera, in front of the world, is how I want my legacy to be. I'm sorry, and I know it makes money, but you have a legacy. It's stuff that these people are not thinking about when they are doing any and everything for $1 on YouTube. You know how your legacy is going to be how people remember you. And they're making videos out of the grease dripping out your mouth, and this stuff is not going to ever go away. So when you pass on, somebody's still going to be laughing at you 30 years from now when you outgrow this and you realize that you're making an ass out of yourself. Okay. Now, there's some people, they would overeat, whether there was a camera in their face or not. Like I said, with Prissy P, she'll act like she doing it for YouTube, but Prissy P been over 400 pounds before she got a YouTube page. So, now that she's $4.99, she acts like she's doing a personal service out here, overeating on camera to do her mukbangs that she gets paid for. She gets paid to be called every pig in the book, okay? Same thing with BLoves. You're acting like a pig. You're acting unkept. You're acting like a simpleton for $1. You have sold out for $1. Now, Adriana is upset because she can't sell out. Because she been for sale. She been sucking on pickles. By the way, ASMR is in the mukbang community, I guess, and they like suck on. It's for people with it's some type of auditory stimulation where people get off on people sucking pickles, lollipops, crunching on chips and pickles and drinking and swallowing honey. It's weird. Anywho, now I'm definitely ashamed to tell you that I watch mukbangs, but I definitely am proud that I do not watch the ASMRs, and that's what Adriana was doing. So she been sucking on lollipops and pickles and all this crazy stuff for a minute, and I feel like she feels like she should be further in the game than she is. And the fact that she's not, I think she maybe feels like Bethany owes her something in some type of way. Bethany shouted you out. I know somebody that has a successful mukbang channel, and she gets paid good money. And her boyfriend of 18 years, she don't really even ever really shout him out, his page out. He used to, and then he gave up. And he has a nice page. He doesn't say much, but if you want an action vlog of New York and riding around New York, you'll feel like you in the car. You know, that's what he give you, some good music and riding around New York, you know. But she never shouts her boyfriend out. I don't know why. You know, she never does that. She love him dearly, but maybe she feels like she didn't have no shout outs and she had to get it. And maybe she making him do the same thing. I don't know. But she doesn't just hand it to him. So when somebody that's succeeding at this thing, you know, puts you on and tell direct traffic to your channel, and then for you to come on some hate or jealousy or whatever, it's personal. It's not for YouTube, period. There's not the people that are supporting Adriana, they just don't like BLoves. That's all. They just trying to hurt BLoves. They don't really like Adriana, and it's not gonna last. Like people that support you dogging your sister out. You say this your sister, your biological sister. So people that support you in dogging her out when she has a platform on YouTube. Like this ain't no long lost sister that don't watch YouTube. This is somebody who is successful on YouTube, and you're shamelessly clout chasing. In a bad way though. If you just would have been sweet to your sister and patient, she would have brought you along for the success. If you just would have been a little more patient. You want it overnight. You want everything instant. That's the popcorn society we live in. Everybody want it right now. Microwave. Microwave. Right now. If you would have been more patient, I feel like Bethany would have took you along with her and with her success, and because you all on this, oh yeah, look at me, you know, I'm gorgeous, and people say I look like Vivica Fox, and you on this shit, but you struggling, you clearly struggling, you got evicted from your crib, you struggling. You're like a 48-year-old starving artist out here. You need to humble yourself You need to delete the videos that you're getting so much of popularity about Bethany, and be the big person, and keep doing this thing. Get it how you've been getting it by yourself. I'm not a fan of your page. I tried to support you, but it just kept getting weirder and weirder. Your channel just kept getting weirder and weirder on me, and I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna be able to do it. But I'm not gonna sit there and torture you and stalk you and make hate videos about you. I moved on. I'm making this because someone requested it. And it happened to have been one of my giveaway winners that requested it. So I'm going to make sure she gets what she wants. I only had 2 people to respond to the giveaway. So only 2 people got their gifts tonight. And I put it out there about 2 weeks ago, about the giveaway. And for some reason, I don't get notifications, so I didn't even know that anybody responded. So the 2 people that responded, yep, they got their gifts tonight, and it was in their Cash Apps. Yep. So I appreciate you guys, and for just listening. And I know you want to see me on the tube, but you don't want to see me with my hair tied up, and I can't go out like that, because unlike some people in the world of YouTube, I know that this stuff stays around forever. Hold on, let me charge up my phone. Hold on. So unlike some people, I know that it's not that serious to get on here and not represent myself in a decent manner. Just to talk some YouTube drama, nah. I'm good. I'm good. I ain't gonna play myself. I ain't gonna be able to do it. But what I do need to do is, while I'm up and ready and looking like somebody and not in the middle of the night, I need to, and I'm ready. I mean, kinda. The computer my son ordered doesn't have a webcam, so that means I gotta buy a camera and a tripod to do it from my office. But Adriana, here's my words to you, dear. Hatred in your heart ain't gonna get you nowhere. You too old. You too old for this. People, you might be getting a lot of feedback right now, because a lot of people are jealous of your sister. They share the same sentiments. They mad that this lady can make so much money sitting down acting like a goofball with grease and butter dripping from her chin in clown makeup, and people are jealous that she's making this income so easy. But guess what? It ain't really all that easy, because people criticize Darius, her son, who is apparently homosexual. Okay? People making fun of your son Darius. They talking trash about Dalvin. Talking trash about Nate. Nate ain't even off limits. There was a time nobody even messed with Nate. Nate was the only one that people could respect at one time. Now Nate just like, F it. He with the shits too now. Y'all keep messing with his wife and his kids, so he on there acting like BLoves, ditzy and all that. And then, I mean, I have seen people go as far as to say they want him to leave her, and um that's going far. That's going far. Um that's going far. Why do we want her to be unhappy? She doesn't know any better. She doesn't know any better. She found a way to make money, and it was innocent enough at first, but now, again, like Yummy Bites, who she collabed with, they're not listening to their long time supporters who kind of want to see something else, kind of want to see them evolve, and not just be so lazy with their channel, basically. Like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and eat in front of the camera for 20 minutes, and I'm gonna collect this check on the 21st. No, they want to see you work for your money. That's why I think a lot of people are jealous of a lot of mukbangers, is because a lot of them are not working for their money anymore. It's not about how much you can stretch your stomach, but if you're going to sit down to a feast of food, they want to know that you enjoy it. They want to know more about those dishes, and then they want to hear intelligent conversation. That's where y'all are like lacking. If you ain't talking about nothing ever, day to day, you don't have one intelligent, and no, now you're insulting the intelligent viewers that you have, and they are offended that you're playing them in that way. So step it up, mukbangers. BLoves, I know she probably, I don't know if she'll listen to me or not. She came on my page and she told me off one time before she got famous, and I was very respectful in my criticism, but I did have critique, and she said that I was miserable and blah blah blah, and I was like, wow, just no, I just have a difference of opinion. I just don't agree with what you're doing. Just like there are people that have YouTube pages, and they do a lot of clickbait. They'll say that, hey, this is what this topic is going to be about, but then when you click on it, it's not about that. And so basically, you can clickbait somebody even without a title. If you like, Yummy Bites is the queen of clickbait too. Like, her stuff, somewhere in her video it will have her title in it, but she will waste your time because you have to get paid. You have to get paid on watch time. So she can be rambling on and on about nothing just to keep you on the channel, just to increase her paycheck, and that's not cool. Like, you do something different. Do something different if you want to captivate your audience. You can't do the same thing. But anyway, back to Adriana and BLoves. Adriana, you're jealous, you're envious. Do better. If I were you, I would just apologize to Bethany. Tell her that I was a little jealous. And because the people excuse me. Excuse me. The people that Bethany know, The people that Bethany know, they, like, okay, I guess what I'm saying is she is more connected and she can introduce you to some people. She can open some doors for you. Humble yourself. Humble yourself. You want to do it on your own, you want to do it by yourself, that's cool. But doing it off of the back of insulting your sister and making offensive videos, or letting other people make offensive comments about your sister, that's just low down and dirty. Like I said, I have my criticism with Bethany, but that's not my blood sister. Okay. I may not even have a relationship with my blood sisters, but I tell you what I don't do. I don't bash them publicly, or, for what? Like, for what? And if they had a platform like this and we shared the same platform, I'm certainly not going to have other people talking trash about my sisters. Like, so everything is not for the internet. But again, here we are, where people are desperate and they want these YouTube checks, so they'll throw anybody under the bus. And Adriana, you giving me real throw your mama under the bus tease. That's what you giving me. And you got your mom in the mukbangs and people saying she gonna get her own channel, and y'all saying she gonna get her own channel. You gonna throw her in the bus because you so desperate, you so thirsty for YouTube fame. Go on ahead and stop now. You too old. You too old to be sitting here competing against your own sister. You carrying yourself like a prostitute and a whore. You like sex, that's cool, but the world ain't gotta know everything you do. And if you do want the world to know it, why are you upset that your sisters, and you did mention it was more than one sister? No, you said a cousin, I think, and a sister. But you mentioned that these women in your family were insecure to bring their husbands around you. And no, ma'am. Not with that cankalon, homemade braids. No, ma'am. You can change them from red to blonde, all that fiber in your head down your back. No, ma'am. You 48 years old. You 48 years old. No, ma'am. It seems, I don't think them your real teeth, because you don't, I don't think them your real teeth in your mouth, because the way you talk, something ain't right. The way you be popping your teeth, it be like them old people that trying to keep their dentures on, And you sexy to some people, and you got some faithful fans and some faithful followers. Be grateful for that. But as far as coming for your sister, who I know, she's not perfect, but I know she was sweet and kind to you. We saw the videos. She genuinely was just happy to be around her sis, her big sis. I know that feeling. And then to get blindsided by jealousy and envy from your big sis, the same one you looked up to. I know the feeling. So no matter what qualms I have about Bethany, I see what she's going through. I realize what she's going through. I know what she's going through. And I'm not happy to see this going on between y'all. And the people that are happy and cheering you on, they ain't 2 cents. They just jealous of your sister, and because you're jealous of your sister, y'all are now forming this big alliance, and you're not going to stop Bethany because she keeps her circle small for a reason. And the people that's riding with her, they benefit off of her succeeding. The reason you're throwing her under the bus is because you don't see a way to profit off of her success. But if you would have just been patient, she would have put you on. I know she would have put you on. You don't see her BLoves putting on all these new mukbangers. She talk to them. She give them advice. She email them. She take her time out and do stuff for free to help them. So come on now. Come on. She putting in community service. Come on. I'll be glad when they get rid of the mukbang community. I'm okay with cooking videos and maybe cook and eat or something, but just sitting down buying a bunch of bad food from a restaurant and you don't know who prepared it. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't like hotels. I don't like restaurant food that much. I mean, it's just, I'm weird. I guess I worked in a few restaurants, and I know that some people are really trifling to handle your food. But anyway, I'm gonna end this, and to one of my winners of the giveaway. I only had two, but it was a lady and a gentleman, and I hope that I did you justice in making this video. Because when I watched it, because I knew what you were talking about when we were talking, but I was like, I don't know if I can, I don't care enough about Adriana to make her name even relevant or whatever. But then I was like, okay, you got to give the people what they want. I'm not doing YouTube just for me because I'm trying to get a check. If I was just recording and making the videos private like I used to do, that'd be cool. But in 2019, I'd like to see a check this year. So I have to honor the request. So put your request in. I'll talk about it. I know I'm not talking real loud. I don't really talk loud. I can get loud. I can get ignorant. And sometimes when I get ignorant, I can get loud. But if I ain't quite ignorant, it's hard for me to talk loud and project my voice and all this good stuff. But it'll get better. I appreciate you for sticking in there with me thus far. All right. Namaste.